All right, guys, we're back for another Dokkan Battle video, and we just got some event announcements right here. You guys know how it is on Gacha Games, right? Legends just drops Ultra Beast Gohan. Now Dokkan is getting ready, announcing their stuff and getting ready to drop their stuff. I think it's gonna be in 2 days, the normal timing, but I guess it's possible the banners could be like well, no, there's no way it's going to be in less than 24 hours because Global is going to be in maintenance. So it's definitely going to be on like the technically Glorio and Goku, I think, will drop for me on like when it exactly becomes the 27th. Because right now, for me, well, nowadays, banners come out at exactly midnight for me. So the second that it becomes the 27th East Coast time is probably when Glorio as well as Goku will be coming out. All right, so let's take a look what we got here. Sometimes I do like to cover pretty much everything. I do like the channel to be pretty much an encyclopedia on Dokkan, right? You know, just an archive, you could say. I don't always just cover like this section. By the way, I do love that they created like a little tab for information and upcoming content. Is cool. But we have something we haven't seen before, which we're going to go over in a second. So we have a couple of events announced. Previously, these were announced in the producer's letter. We have a story event, a challenge event, and then we have a growth event. The growth event right here, this is basically... So I am going to just assume that most people have not watched Daima. Again, I'm under the major assumption most people are waiting for the dub, and then other people just are not, into it, and then there's people that have watched it, right? Like, kind of like three groups. Glorio and Goku kind of, test their skills against each other, and that's what the actual cards are. I mean, well, most of it. Goku's active skill, of course, is his fight against a different enemy. But, like everything Glorio does in his card is him fighting Goku. Okay, so we have that. That's the growth event to get equips. They really have ramped up equips as rewards ever since getting rid of Chain Battle. Now that we're crazy, we're about to be a year since Chain Battle is gone. I would say that I would have rather they kept it, but I mean, who's to say that, with Chain Battle gone, maybe they have a little bit of extra time to work on other stuff, and that could have led to the Dokkan 2 update, as we're calling it, right? Like, coming to fruition. Who knows, right? So we have the story event right there that'll just cover the the actual story itself. Then we have the challenge event to take down the Gumwarde or whatever the hell they call them. Those are just like the Demon King's guards or whatever it is. And the masked character is Pansy right there, who essentially, remember, this series, everyone like just kind of, oh, it's like GT. It's not like GT. Daima is like original Dragon Ball. That's what Daima is like. I don't really, I mean, and the reason people could go loose correlation to GT is because GT was also trying to revive the original Dragon Ball feel as well back then, right? So there's that. By the way, this challenge event, do we think that this is probably going to be like not necessarily like a punching bag type event, but like something like that? Or like the, like the Bardock event where we're killing all the Frieza soldiers and stuff like that? Like, I don't know. I would not be shocked if that's what that is. So probably not the most, the craziest content ever. Yeah, new events related to Daima will be available, which is sick. So we have a new stage added to the intensifying fights. It's probably gonna be a Buu Saga fight, is what I would imagine. Let me pull this up. I'm just curious. See, this is why I do. Like, I don't. There's probably like a quicker way to check some of this. I don't know. Maybe not. But like, I could just find just on my channel, man. I got all this shit sorted in a playlist for a reason. Intensifying fights. It's been a little while since we've had one. Here we go. Okay, so there's been a couple of stages. Yeah. So we had the first stage against Fusion 13, Spirit Bomb Absorb Goku, Namek Vegeta, and then UI Goku. I think what we're going to see from this is these actually get better views than I would have thought. Okay. I guess it makes sense because these fights are kind of like riddles, right? Like, it's not really like just jump in with your strongest setup. So I guess people probably would want to watch us just see what the solution is, and then yeah, that makes sense. So I think it's probably going to be Buu Saga because, you know, we've done very heavy Buu Saga stuff because of how closely related Daima is to Buu Saga stuff. And I mean, we could scroll down a little bit more, but you know, there's going to be Buu Saga Red Zone stuff happening. So I would imagine this intensifying fights, it will be against some Buu Saga character. I'm going to throw out a YOLO guess and just say Fat Buu. I doubt the GP description is going to give anything different, right? Yeah, it doesn't. It doesn't. It's just a stage. Okay. Yeah. So I'm gonna just take a guess that it's gonna be Fat Buu. We have a new stage for Super Battle Road. Stage 88, Power Beyond Super Saiyan. That'll be easy. And then here we go, a new Extreme Super Battle Road stage. I am so, dude, excited about Extreme Super Battle Road stages because every 10 Extreme Super Battle Road stages, they refresh the really good rewards in the Baba Shop, which includes box space. Yeah, it does. Yes. Dude, and it's not like, oh, like 5 box space, bro. 100 box space. At the exact moment I'm recording this video, I only have one character in my box who's not Link level 10 because World Tournament and the Carnival banner, I did get a couple of extra characters I could Link level. But it's just AGL Golden Frieza's TUR. That's not Easy Aid. Has one level 9 Link, and then I'm going to be done with that. But, you know, once I get 100 extra box space from the Extreme Super Battle stages, oh my god. And now, here's one of the big reasons I wanted to cover this here. So, we're getting a burst mode. I like burst mode. Even though burst mode is not really... How do I say this? My cup of tea for content. Like, I see a lot of players really challenging themselves, like trying to get like really high scores and stuff like that. Most of the time, I just very, you know, for the past 4 years, I just have been very like one track mind, like link level, gotta finish my box. But now, most of the time, I'm not going to have characters to link level. So maybe I could really test limits in this. This could be fun. But this is in the red zone. So this is going to be interesting. Because, I mean, default level, like, Kid Buu is tough. Which stage will it be? I assume it'll just be one specific stage. Let's pull up the Buu Saga Red Zone and take a look at it. Alright guys, here we go. Here is the Majin Buu Red Saga right here. Or the Majin Buu Saga Red Zone right here. So we have 4 stages. They really could have done way more than this, by the way. I don't agree with some of these choices, but it's not the biggest deal ever because we already have like characters that have multiple Red Zone stages from the same exact fight. So, I mean, we easily... Because in particular, I thought this stage is horrible. It does such a shitty job of covering, like, you know, when Buu starts absorbing. Like, that, you know, they could make this very fun. I mean, now that we have the Buuhan inside of Buu's body, that would be a 6 stage. This could be a pain in the ass right here, right? How many phases? This is, it's 3 phases, right? It's Yamu and Spopovich, and then Pui Pui, Yakan, Deborah, and Babidi, and then Babidi and Buu, right? It's a 3-phase fight. This could be annoying. I actually don't, dude. I off the top of my head, is it a 3-phase fight? Because yeah, those are the 2, and then this one goes on just forever and ever and ever. Regardless, like with the burst mode like sliders, this could become very annoying with how long this could go on. I think the same thing with this. And I mean, could you imagine if it's on this stage? This would be very challenging because Super Buu's damage is not that crazy. It's 1.4. Like 1.4 is not that crazy. And then I mean he does have a passive, but it goes up so slow. 6% attack. It's not that much, right? But it's an AoE. Like, if he just pops that right away, every character is solid. Every good character is solid defensively after they attack. But what can you do when the boss just puts that hand up in the air and supers you, right? So, like, imagine if the burst mode is for the Super Boost stage. Again, I'm going to imagine it's just going to be for one of the stages and not for the entire red zone at the same time. But, I mean, I guess we'll see. And then, obviously, there's the Kid Buu fight, which is also very challenging. I mean, dog, like, if you upgrade this guy's damage, he's killing right? Which character can live if this guy's damage, goes way up? Tech Majin Vegeta after he attacks, right? But, if Kid Buu just cocks it up slot 1, who's tanking that? Tech Carnival Broly, turn 1 transformed, I guess? I don't know. That would be interesting. I'm very intrigued by this. The fact that we're going to have a burst mode in Red Zone is pretty interesting. A couple of the events will be unavailable once the data download hits. Yep. Okay. Again, the data download should be in about 12 plus 6. So about 18 hours from now is when the data download will be. Yeah, right around 9:30 p.m. my time is when we can expect that. This, of course, is just the teaser for the Dokkan event. I do believe, so looking at Gloria and Goku, I mentioned this earlier, they both have Dokkan Fest exclusive stats, right? And obviously, I guess the leader skill too would probably be a big indication. But I think there's a good chance that they're both only getting medals just from the one Dokkan event. And I think that there's a good chance as well that it might actually only be one banner. I'm just kind of getting that indication that this is going to be a one banner type situation. We'll see what happens. If it is one banner, by the way, I do wonder if they have a trick up their sleeve. Now, typically, so I'm just gonna say something. Keep an eye out for this if Gloria and Goku are on the same banner, right? Dokkan usually drops a dual Dokkan Fest, 2 Dokkan Fest banners, and then the next major release that comes out is Anniversary. If Gloria and Goku are on the same banner, I do wonder if they could maybe even potentially slide another summonable unit in. I think they would have to do it quick, no later than the 10th, right? They like to let it breathe going into the major celebration. That's the way Dokkan operates. The start of August is very slow. August feels very slow, and January feels very slow, leading into the biggest celebrations that we've got. So just something to keep in mind that maybe because the Dokkan kind of is very pattern oriented and stuff like that, but they will change their rules when it comes to new content. Look at Beast Gohan. Well, I guess it was more Ultimate Gohan and Orange Piccolo. I mean, they were LRs, right? Dokkan just said, "Fuck it, dude. We're just gonna make them LR," which was a good decision, by the way. But we're just gonna make them LRs for New Year's, right? They'll change. They just and then in October of that year, 2022, rather than the typical October LR, they just said we're just gonna Gamma 1 and 2 are both Dokkan Fest, same banner. We're dropping them, boom, right there, right? Rather than a Yellow Coin LR. So they could do some weird stuff potentially. Again, if there is going to be something coming, I think it would also be Daima. Maybe Tamagami 3. I mean, Vegeta, before that date I'm targeting, I don't think they'd release another summonable banner past this week. It could be Vegeta as well, because next episode, Vegeta is going to be fighting seriously. And I assume Super Saiyan and stuff like that. So they would have, the animation and stuff like that ready to go for Vegeta. And by the way, when it comes to, these characters would have been done months ago, and they spent so much time working on Daima ahead of time that they've just got all the shit ready to go very timely, which is good. All right, so there's that. We looked at all these. There's those. Yeah, this is just the maintenance. This is when Global's going to be getting the data download. The last thing I did just want to quickly show too. So again, this is my playlist for all the burst modes, and I did with the titles. I just so this Buu Saga Red Zone burst mode. This is the 27th one we've had. We could see that these are mostly all just previously Dokkan events. By the way, they really started picking up the pace with these. Yeah, Dokkan event, Dokkan event, Dokkan event. The last time we had something that was very different, well, I guess was this, the Candy's Mischief. Yeah, that's the Halloween event. But then there was also, yeah, the Legendary Goku event. That was cool. They did one for the Legendary Goku event. And that one I thought was probably the most fun one. Well, the most fun one besides the very first one. You guys remember the glitches with the Kaioken Goku in that first one? Yeah, major global glitch. Yeah, there you go, right there. Yeah. That shit was fun when Burst Mode first dropped. Okay. All right, but there we go. So let me know what you guys think. We got a lot of stuff coming up. And then we've also got Burst Mode and Red Zone for the first time. I thought that was pretty intriguing. So let me know what you guys think. I'll catch y'all next time.